This is a Saberforge Templar lightsaber. It is a Crossguard saber that you can find in the exotic saber section of the Saberforge website. So the exotic saber section basically encompasses some non-standard lightsaber designs. So they're not just kind of your bread and butter, single hilt, single blade sabers. There's something a little less common like this Crossguard saber design. Now this hilt is machined from aluminum, has a nice weight to it. The balance kind of, with this whole crossguard section, it definitely, most of the weight in the hilt is toward the top. Not too surprising there. The hilt measures 12 inches long, very standard length for a hilt. And then the side blades here, this section, the longest part measures 6 inches across, and the shorter part at the top measures about 5 1/4 inches across. Now all three of these blade holders accept a 1-inch diameter blade. Certainly the side blades would be shorter, but it's interesting because some crossguard sabers will accept 7/8 inch diameter blades specifically for the side blades, and then the main blade will be 1-inch diameter, but all three of these are 1-inch diameter here. Now the crossguard, if we look at that, so we have the main blade holder here. It's got windows, so we got these horizontal stadium-shaped windows that encircle the blade holder, the main blade holder. And then also there's sort of there's an added depth inside the blade holder too. So there's sort of these gear teeth almost in the inside that are kind of layered in there. Kind of see that right below the window. Now if we move to the side blade holders, you can see that the windows are orientated, or are in the same orientation, we'll just say that, as the top windows. Now depending on your point of view, if you look at it kind of from the perspective of the side blade, I guess you could call these vertical windows, or if you look at it this way, they're horizontal, as Obi-Wan says, or to paraphrase Obi-Wan, it all depends on your point of view. Now we've got the kind of S-curve shape to the side emitters as well, whereas the main one is flat. Got some milled detailing there, some nice kind of clean vertical lines. Now here's the switch section, so you can see this whole area is recessed a bit, so it kind of serves as a choke point, and it also just recesses the switch and the recharge port if that's how you configure this. Some more milled detailing. Now moving down, here is the section where you could have a leather wrap. On my hilt it's just kind of open, but you can see how you could very easily add one. And Saberforge does offer a battle wrap option too. One thing I should mention is the cover tech wheel. So you can see that on my hilt it's attached near the top of the hilt. You could also have it attached near the base, so it just depends on how you're holding it. Most of the weight of the hilt is toward the top, so if you wear it, you're kind of maybe a little more centered that way, but you do have that blade holder pointing up. Otherwise, you could have the cover tech wheel down here and wear it pointing down. Now, when we get to the pommel section here, you can see this is almost like an all-black Obi-Wan Kenobi pommel, prequel Obi-Wan Kenobi lightsaber pommel, so that's kind of an interesting choice. It's vented. We've got cube rings around the pommel. These can be removed, so if you'd rather have the pommel just as more of a knob without the cube ring, you can do that. I'll just show you that real fast. So the hilt that I have, as you can see, is all black. Saberforge does also offer the standard finish, which is black and silver, and they have a weathered finish, and then for a premium they also offer custom powder coating, so you can pick different colors and such. So it looks pretty nice without the cube ring as well. But yeah, these crossguard sabers are just increasing in popularity, and they're just becoming more common, with the High Republic era content coming out. And then certainly the Kylo Ren saber kind of set a precedent for it. I'll just do a quick side-by-side. This is a Kylo Ren Force FX lightsaber, so you can kind of see. The size is similar, like the length of the hilt, but the Saberforge one here is certainly quite a bit slimmer in diameter. So the Saberforge hilt actually measures about 1.5 inches in diameter on average. But yeah, nice crossguard saber, and it's neat to have it in the tactical black, kind of a dark side vibe to it. But at any rate, this is a Saberforge Templar lightsaber. It is a crossguard saber, and here it is. And I can also add the cube ring back to it later. Feel free to comment below.